Welcome back to the IPL5 Korean Qualifiers for League of Legends. Tasteless and Andy here. We just saw a sick game.
We did. Najin versus Najin. Great game. Both teams showing how strong they can be. Although Najin Shield did come out with the victory with quite a commanding lead. The early game was pretty even.
Excuse me. It was pretty even. We saw a brief... Excuse me. We saw a brief... hope I'm not getting what you're getting. We saw a brief lead at the start, and they just kept it, and they kept expanding. They kept it. At the same time, Sword did an absolutely superb job of staying alive.
Yeah.
You would not have thought, if you couldn't see the kill counts, you would not have thought that there was as much of a lead.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
They were up against the ropes. There's a point in time where the entire map was basically like blanked out here for Sword. They had no idea what was going on. Just one a sentry there at the Baron to spot. And had they not been there, they probably would have come out sooner and been ganked. But Sword played well. Shield just they brought it home. I'm curious to see what the hero selection is going to be here in game number 2. Since we reverse which side picks first.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Your predictions?
I want Najin Sword to come out with this next victory, so that we can go into that third game.
The blind pick.
Yeah, that blind pick should be really exciting. But, I mean, Najin Shield looks really strong right now.
Yeah, they just look so solid. Of course, again, it is Najin against Najin here. The Shield team against the Sword team. So, as we said previously, there might be strats and metagame stuff going on, mind games going on, we can't even pick up on because we don't have the luxury of watching these guys duke it out all the time. Have you played against many of the guys on either of the Najin teams?
Yeah, I'm quite familiar with Makuza. I played quite a few games with Magnoon. Most of these players on both these teams I have at least played a couple games with. I do play in a fairly high level in solo queue, so I do meet a lot of these pro players. However, these games are so intense, so professional that
and so much on the line, not just money and all that, but also the notoriety of once again representing Korea. And on top of that, to be in Las Vegas.
Yep.
You can't even gamble in Korea, man.
Yeah.
Well, I can. I got a U.S. passport. All right, so it's Andy's turn to talk. We are going to We are going to go into the
pick and ban phase. Yep.
Yes. So the ban so far.
Yeah, so it looks like Najin Sword banning out that Katarina and Malphite.
All right, so we're not going to see the same game again.
Yeah, two powerhouses in that last game. They do not want to deal with those two champions. On Najin Shield side, we do see the Evelyn and J-Span. On Sword side, I could see a possible Skarner ban. Skarner was but it looks like they will ban out that Zillion. Zillion, another strong AP mid champion. With that revive ultimate, able to revive one of his teammates if they are in danger of going down. And we do have that final ban coming out from Najin Sword, or Najin Shield, and that will be a Sona ban.
Sona was banned in the previous game as well.
Yeah, Sona, a very, very popular ban throughout this tournament. And on Sword side, it looks like an Ezreal pickup.
Then again, Ezreal is not locked in yet.
But Ezreal, a very solid AD champion.
Yep, going with Ignite there.
Yeah, very slippery, high range poke, a lot of damage, great early, mid, and late game. And on Najin Shield side, a possible Lee Sin pickup, Mukuza. Phenomenal on Lee Sin, a very strong Lee Sin player.
So high chance that this is what he is going to lock in as. We don't see the second pick yet here.
Yeah, both of us quite sick right now.
Well, I just got a little bit of the cough that you had, but alas. I love esports too much, I must cast. By the way, guys, it's a real treat to be casting League of Legends here for all you guys. Oh, a Nunu pick with Ignite.
Nunu will most likely be support. Yeah, with Lee Sin in the jungle.
Nunu pretty popular in the Korean scene.
Yeah,
pretty popular in general.
We could also see a Kog'Maw pickup. Nunu Kog'Maw, a very strong.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, very strong combo. And the Orianna possible pickup. Orianna, another extremely strong Asian champion, and the Jax. This team comp on Najin's sword side looks very strong right now. 3 powerhouse carries. Najin Shield will have to pull out something stronger.
What do you think they're going to pick?
Well, Nivea's still open, I believe.
Oh yeah, Nivea could be a really good pick.
Yeah, Nivea, Rise is open. Vladimir's open. I think, I'm not sure exactly who. Yeah, so it might be
Nivea.
Nivea, yeah.
Looks like that's probably going to be the case here.
And Najin Sword, or Najin Shield, excuse me, still needs their 80 carry and their top lane.
Kog'Maw, as you predicted. Great work so far, Andy.
Thank you. And it does look like they will pick up that Anivia. Anivia has been locked in. And so has Kog'Maw. Yep, Kog'Maw locked in. Kog'Maw Nunu, a very strong combo going to that bot lane. Najin Sword.
Could be going with Lulu here.
Yeah, Najin Sword still need their support and jungle pick. Jax could go into the jungle, however, Jax is generally not a very good jungler. This could be a Maokai pickup.
Looks like it will be. And after they lock that in, that brings us to our final pick here.
Yeah, but on Sword side, their team comp looks very strong right now. Jax and Maokai, if they decide to go in, Lulu will be able to ultimate them.
Okay.
Giving them that health bonus, giving them that passive AoE slow. Very strong. Jax, especially with that Lulu buff, will be a huge terror for Najin Shield to deal with. Najin Shield, on the other hand, they do have that Kog'Maw and Nunu, so if this game does go to that late game, Kog'Maw will have that immense amount of damage to throw onto Najin Sword, or Najin.
What do you think about this possible pick here?
This I really doubt they're gonna pick up Tryndamere. Yeah.
Oh, Shen maybe?
A possible Shen.
Shen certainly very tanky.
Yeah, Shen, a very strong pick with that global ultimate. Stand united. Able to be in the team fight whenever they do break out. Yeah, I think Shen should be a solid pick for Najin Shield.
We got some really strong champions here on both sides. This is really exciting.
Yeah. And I kind of like how
locked in.
Yeah, I like how Najin Shield, they have a pretty balanced early mid and late game. Lee Sin is a very strong early game jungler, arguably the strongest jungler, early game jungler in the game right now. You know, I feel like on Najin Shield side, they're trying to have a balance of early game champions with late game champions. With that Nunu Kog'Maw, they want that Nunu Kog'Maw to be able to grow and carry that late game, while Lee Sin can hopefully secure some early game kills.
Okay.
Yeah. On the other hand, Najin Sword, they have a extremely scary team. I'm very scared for Shield right now. Sword's team looks. I mean, I want to give this game or the advantage to Sword right now because of their team comp. Excuse me, I need to cough.
Well, yeah, as you were saying, you could see here, they are. It is a scary team comp over here. Would you say that their team's a little bit more well-rounded from early game? We know Ezreal very good throughout the entire game. You know, with Shield over here, obviously Kog'Maw is going to be the carry in the end game here. With Sword, are they just maybe capable of winning this? You know, the 25-minute marker or something like that before the muscle is really there for Shield.
Quite possibly, if Najin Sword can pick up a couple early game kills, then Shield will be in a very tough position in the mid and late game. Najin Sword has a very strong late game as well. Orianna extremely strong. Jax very scary. Ezreal, you know, will dish out a lot of damage, be very hard to kill. Maokai will be very tanky. Lulu coming out with that ultimate will make more, or at least one member of Najin Sword extremely tanky. So if Najin Shield cannot get a couple early kills, cannot get those early objectives, Najin Shield will be in trouble for that mid and late game.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, we're going to get this game loaded up here momentarily. Again, we are here in Seoul, Korea. Seoul, the mecca of esports. You know, League of Legends is freaking huge out here. And, of course, the Koreans really eager to see their honor, their reputation defended at the World Championships. Mm-hmm. So, you know, we'll see which of these teams, the four that are left right now, is going to go on to, you know, to win this tournament and ultimately go to Las Vegas and duke it out there.
I'm actually quite surprised at how only one Korean team can progress to the IPL5 finals.
Well, you know, I think it's one of these things where, you know, there's only so much space probably for even if you look at it from like a budget standpoint, tournaments, you know, the price of it. That's actually one of the reasons why esports is so doable in Korea, is because all the best players just live in Seoul, around Seoul. Mm-hmm. So we just tell them to come down to the studio or log online and we can do something like this, right? Because to play out 5 dudes and probably a coach and then the hotel rooms, all that stuff, that would be my bet.
I see. Yep, but we are loading currently. There is a 3-minute delay.
Yeah.
But who would you say your favorite champion is?
My favorite champion is Graves.
Graves?
Because if you play Starcraft, Graves is very easy to play.
I see.
I mean, you know, I don't know if you play Starcraft with micro and any ranged unit, you know, and then this dash and stuff like that. What is that called? When he juts forward?
Quick draw?
Quick draw, I think, yeah. I have fun using that. I'm not good, but I enjoy Graves. Who else have I played as that I enjoy? I mess around with Annie a little bit. Annie's fun.
Yeah. Annie, I think, is one of the original characters.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, came out way long time ago. Very.
How does Annie
solid.
rank actually?
She in tournament play and in competitive play, she's not that high.
Okay.
She doesn't have. I mean, in solo queue, she's actually quite strong.
Okay.
Yeah. There are quite a few Annie players, and
Annie's normally mid, right?
Yeah, Annie's usually mid. She has that passive stun, you know, after every 4 spell cast. Very solid, but I think there are just other AP mid champions that outclass her, so that's why you don't really see her in competitive play.
All right, we're getting the game loaded up. So get ready for game number 2 between the two sister teams, Najin Shield and Najin Sword.
Yep, these players are loading in.
The winner of this series, and we're in game number 2 with Shield up by 1, will go on to the grand finals here at the IPL5 Korean Qualifiers for League of Legends.
Yep, and here we go. Najin Sword versus Najin Shield, game 2.
And it looks like Shield this time is going to be starting out at the top.
And a little unconventional opening from Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw did pick up that early Doran's sword, or Doran's blade. So he will be a little bit slower than the other characters. However, with that Nunu buff, he will still have some movement speed. He won't be as slow as he would be without that Nunu buff.
Now, why did he get this sword early on like this?
Not sure exactly. Usually, the strategy with going a Doran's Blade early is if you have a sustain lane. So, if, for example, if your support is a Soraka, Taric, Sona, a support with a heal,
yeah,
it's pretty safe to go the Doran's Blade because you have that sustain. The main reason why players go Boots 3 potions is for those potions, essentially. You want that sustaining lane. You don't want to get harassed and have to go back early on in the laning phase. But quite unconventional here, you know, that this... But actually, this might be because they are looking to send their bot lane to the top to 2v1 against Shen. So because Shen won't be able to
미니언들이
counter harass
생성되었습니다.
onto Nunu Kog'Maw, they are looking to throw down, have the extra damage, have the extra tank, or the extra little bit of health to poke down Shen.
All right, we got some jungling going on right now. And here we have Nunu and Kog'Maw hitting up these golems right now.
Yep. So yeah, it does look like Nunu and Kog'Maw will be in that top lane and 2v1ing against. Oh, it is Jax. Yeah, Jax in the top lane, and Shen will be 2v1 bot against Ezreal.
All right, we now see Lulu down here in the bottom right with Ezreal.
Yep.
And Shen, as you predicted, Shen is going to be down there, 2-on-1ing them. Now Shen is tanky, but this is level 1 right now. So.
Yeah. Shen a pretty decent 2v1. He doesn't need mana. His Q will give him a little bit of sustain. Actually, Lee Sin getting spotted here with that sapling. He is trying to counter jungle this Maokai, but Maokai does know he is there. Lee Sin, he wants to invade that red buff, but Najin Sword does know that Lee Sin is trying to do that. So what Maokai is doing right now is he's just clearing his smaller buffs, which are much safer to clear, and waiting until he knows for sure that Lee Sin won't counter that. It does look like Lee Sin will pick up this blue buff. Maokai, on the other hand, picking up his red buff.
Yep, Maokai, yeah, exactly. And already with that blue buff as well.
But, oh, so Sword switching up their lanes again, or for the first time, sending their bot lane to the top so they can have that 2v2 lane in the top lane. But this might result, actually, Shield countering that by sending Shen top immediately, and then Nunu and Kog'Maw will head to that bot lane.
Wow, a lot going on here early on. They're really trying to jockey
games
for position here.
Yeah, a lot of mind games going on right now. They really, Najin Shield really want that 2v1 for Shen and Jax. They do not want Jax to be able to farm up. They do not want Jax to be able to get to that mid late game stage where he is really tanky and has a lot of damage.
All right, looks like we got Ezreal now headed down towards the bottom lane again.
So they're switching again.
Now, it's funny about this, they're all going to be leveling up a little bit slower here, because now times are going to have to be rotating in and out of these places.
Exactly. So actually the team, but it's a possible engage onto Maokai.
Maokai
does go in. Onto Lulu is here to support this. Lee Sin and Anivia have to back out of this. Maokai going low, but he will live. And Jax here also. 4 members of Najin Sword in this mid lane area. No kills will be going down just yet. But Najin Shield switching, once again.
Unbelievable game here.
Oh my lord.
All right, as you can see here, Shen now dashing back here. We got Jax continuing to push in top lane here. Maokai coming up right now with that additional sword. Also, Maokai later on getting those boots and health potions. Lee Sin coming in here now.
Yeah, just pushing that mid lane in. Anivia wants to go back, wants to get some more items. Lee Sin just helping her push. But as I was saying before, the team that switches, the team to switch first is usually the team that will have the slight advantage from that switch. So for example, Najin Shield made the first lane swap with top and bot. So what happened was, after the first couple waves of minions came in,
we're going to have a gank over here. Jax going to be cornered. Lee Sin coming in now.
Jax does have flash. He will manage to live from that amazing play coming from Magnoon.
Really nice stuff.
Showing his skill.
Jax is still low, kind of stuck over at that turret. Looks like we got Nunu coming up here now, along with Kog'Maw down there at the bottom. Lee Sin coming up here, attacking, hitting hard.
They aren't tanky enough to take this tower just yet. Orianna should be okay.
Looks like we might have Sword over here taking out the first turret of this game here for Shield over at bottom. Meanwhile, Lee Sin continuing to jungle.
Yep. So the bot lane turret does go down. The engage onto this top lane, onto Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw does blow heal, does not have flash, but they are focusing hard onto this Maokai right now. Maokai has no flash. Maokai will go down for first blood. I believe Kog'Maw will live. Wow. Great play coming out from Najin's shield. But a possible engage onto... Nice dodge from Mangnoon, dodging that resonating strike. They will not be able to... They probably won't be able to pick this kill up onto Jax.
Wow, so Jax, that's 2 narrow escapes now for Jax. They really wanted to get rid of that Jax, so he couldn't get, as you said, as tanky as buffed up for that end game, late game.
So once again, another lane swap coming out from Najin Sword. But actually just engage onto Orianna. Oh, Shen ultimate coming down as well. Orianna will flash out of this. Lee Sin and Shen both flashing to Chaser. I believe, Orianna will go down. Anivia is low, however, she does have her passive.
Maokai on the run right
in
now.
Trouble now.
And he's
Exhaust going down. Maokai will go down. 3 kills total for Najin Shield.
This has been under 8 minutes.
Amazing, amazing start for Najin Shield.
Meanwhile, it looks like Nunu and Kog'Maw are going to come here and try to defend their turret up at the top.
Yeah, it looks like Najin Sword are trying to push down these turrets as fast as possible. They did get that bottom lane turret.
All right, deflecting that narrowly.
Yeah, the gold lead isn't substantial. It is around 600 gold right now.
Well, that's based off that 1 turret kill.
Yeah,
at bottom there for Sword.
Yeah, so the 3 kills that Najin Shield did manage to pick up are kind of counteracted by that tower kill from Najin Sword. The gold, so the gold is fairly even. Both teams are still in this game. It is only 8 minutes and 30 seconds into the second game, but Najin Shield looking really strong right now.
With a really commanding lead right now.
Yeah.
I think if there's Sword is not allowed to make any more mistakes, from here on out.
Yeah. Sword has to be careful. They cannot give any more kills up. But just great coordination coming out from Najin Shield. In that kill onto Orianna and Maokai actually. Lee Sin going in, comboing up with the Shen ultimate. 3 members of Najin Shield were on Orianna, able to take her out.
All right, some more. Kog'Maw Nunu continuing to push over here at top lane.
Yep, so Makuza just kind of camping around this blue buff area. I'm not sure what he's doing. I think he's just waiting for Orianna to poke her head out. He will try and look for a gank right now, but Orianna
coming in here.
But nice!
No kidding!
Nice kick, nice. Oh! What? Orianna getting that kill onto Lee Sin. I thought
this was the beginning of the end here, but that was at least something.
Yeah, that was a nice play coming out from Orianna. Getting that command attack and command dissonance off. Bursting down Lee Sin, getting that kill. I mean, that was a pretty good play off from Makuza because he actually ward jumped behind Orianna, kicked her out of tower range, and then they try to finish her off, but Orianna calculating her cooldowns perfectly, able to burst down Lee Sin, picking up a kill. You know, it wasn't an ideal exchange. You know, if Orianna didn't die, that would be the perfect exchange. But
right,
a 1-for-1 is not bad at all.
No, it's anything's better than just losing character. You know,
exactly.
Looks like Aviana's just now teleported back to home base to item up again.
Yep. And this top lane right here, or technically they're supposed to be bot lane, but currently they're in the top lane.
All right, what does Sword need to do to come back?
Well, Sword isn't that far behind. They're only 400 gold behind right now, so they're not in a unrecoverable position by any means. They're pretty much on par with these two teams are pretty much on par right now. If they were to have for some reason a 5-on-5 engage at this very moment. Either team could win that team fight. It's just whichever team has the better positioning, has the better focus, will come out on top. But actually, Maokai coming in onto this Lee Sin. Lee Sin will go out of there. But actually, Shen going into this top lane, focusing down this Ezreal. Ezreal flashing out from that taunt. Noodle coming down, slowing down this Ezreal. They are trying to focus down this Lulu right now. Lulu ultimate coming down. They will not be able to kill either champion.
Nice escape there. Considering how much was actually on the line there, that was incredible.
Yeah, a little bit of misplay from Najin Shield. They did not focus either one of the champions. Nunu went really hard onto Ezreal, throwing down the ultimate, trying to slow down Ezreal, but the other two members from Najin Shield did not follow up on that damage to Ezreal. While they were focusing, Lulu on the other hand, Lulu did have her ultimate available, did have flash, ultimated. She did use her ultimate on herself and managed to flash out of there. No kills coming out for Najin Shield. A little bit of misplay, but they did come out
Shield,
on
though, still looking very dominating here.
Yeah.
As you can see, Anivia once again still pushing middle lane very, very well. Turret now taking some hits. Ezreal and Lulu now northbound here, coming up to meet up in the upper left here.
Yeah, so actually Lee Sin picked up a Oracle, so he should be clearing out most of these wards out on this map. He will be roaming around, clearing out wards, denying vision to Najin's sword. Maokai, I believe once he picks up his first gold per 5 item, he will also pick up oracles. Early oracles, very helpful to the team. Oh, actually, Maokai already has the oracles, already clearing out these wards. Did not see that. I apologize for that. And Najin Shield looks like they are going for this dragon, but the ward will spot them.
They just now took the ward out. Dragon taking some hits here.
Najin's sword does know. However,
sword's not really there to actually stop them.
Yeah, but sword does not have the numbers to contest this. They will just get that bear.
Shield
that
steadily, slowly but steadily, getting more and more of a lead here. The gold now sorted at 16.8k to the 17.5k for Shield.
Yep. A slight advantage for Shield.
Definitely something they can still recover from, though.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely something they can recover from. Only about 5,000 gold differential. Only about 100 gold per player if you divide it up. You know, and that's pretty much only a couple wards, or one ward actually, and one potion. So not a substantial lead by any means. The red buff has been stolen by Najin's sword. They are camping this brush right now. Lee Sin might face check this brush. He does have that oracles. He does need to be careful. He is walking right into this.
It's a trap.
It is a trap. He does get snared. He will go down from this. Very nice pickup for Najin's sword. Getting rid of that oracles.
Well, now Sword can go ahead and sentry up right now.
Yeah.
Looks like we got Jax over here just going after the golems. Aniva has been pushed back a little bit here in middle lane, but I don't think it's going to last for long.
Yep, so Najin Shield just trying to push out the spot lane. Don't think they're able to do too much damage to this tower. Jax, let's see the farm on these two 2v1 lanes. Jax has 96 CS and Shen has 85. Shen, however, does have the 2 gold per 5s. If this game goes on for a long enough time, Shen will benefit more from those gold per 5s. Jax, on the other hand, does have the slight CS advantage. He is building towards that Trinity Force. But Shen actually does have 2 assists. So I would say their gold is pretty even right now. In the jungle, Maokai and Lee Sin, pretty much exactly the same CS, same kill to death score. Lee Sin did lose his oracles though, so he is slightly behind in the mid lane. Orianna finishing up her Athene's Holy Grail. Anivia, on the other hand, I believe is trying to finish up her Rod of Ages. Anivia does have 2 kills. Orianna with a slight CS advantage. A lot of damage going on onto Lulu. Kog'Maw does almost have his Phantom Dancer. A lot of attack speed. Once he completes that Phantom Dancer, he will get a big boost in power, in DPS. But right now, all of these lanes look so even. The CS is pretty much, well, not even, but they are very similar. If you take into consideration the assists and the kills, and the gold you get from those various objectives. That is why the gold is fairly even. Both these teams fighting hard to stay in this game.
Yeah, this is a pretty neck-and-neck game right now. These guys are vicious.
Yeah.
We might have some action down here as Maokai is now coming down to meet up with Lulu and Ezreal, and possibly face off against Kog'Maw and Nunu over here at the bottom right.
Yeah, he has the Oracle, so what he's doing is he's just kind of roaming around, clearing out all these wards that Najin Shield is trying to throw down, denying that vision. Lee Sin, on the other hand, just completing his Wriggle's Lantern. It looks like he is moving towards that bot lane. I'm not sure what these teams are planning to do right now. It looks like they're just trying to farm.
Yeah, I think we're probably going to wait, maybe 5-10 more minutes before we could see anything else. They're farming hard right now.
I believe Dragon should be coming up fairly soon, at least in the next couple minutes, maybe 3 to 4 minutes, or 2 to 3 minutes. That should be the next big engagement from these two teams. I don't think either team wants to give up this next Dragon for free. Najin Shield, I believe, did pick up the first Dragon, uncontested. Najin Sword did not have the numbers to contest that Dragon. So this next Dragon is crucial.
The Jax, his attack speed is up way higher now. He is dominating over there at the top right now. And it looks like most of the action over here is at the bottom with these two lanes. They're 2-on-2ing down here. See here, Jax up against Lee Shen, excuse me.
Yep, but both these characters are very tanky. They both have quite a bit of sustain. Actually, Maokai coming up onto Shen. Shen does use his flash. He, I believe, does have enough. Yeah, he will get out because they do realize that Lee Sin and Anivia were coming up to back him up. They did wisely back up from that exchange.
And that's a sign of a good player.
Yeah.
Oh, the turret, though, is being hit pretty hard right now. Ezreal coming over here, chasing Nunu off as we see over here, flashing forward.
Orion actually coming down as well. This might be an engagement. Kog'Maw does have flash. Nunu same does have flash. The brilliant exhaust coming out onto Oriana. She does not get full damage with their ultimate. Nice focusing onto that Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw will go down.
Really nicely done there.
Yeah.
Looks like Sword is starting to come back.
Looks like Sword is slowly coming back into this game. The gold advantage in Sword's favor right now. This Dragon looks like it should be coming up soon. And maybe just throwing down some harassment onto the Najin Sword players. Dragon has spawned. Najin Shield only has 4 members up. Many ultimates are not available as well. I don't believe Najin Shield can contest this Baron. They do not have the numbers, but actually, Lee Sin going for the steal, but he does not make it. Najin Sword picks up the Dragon, picks up the kill. They are about maybe almost 2k gold. But actually, Anivia using her flash, I'm not sure exactly why. I think Shield's predicting that Maokai.
Yeah, I think she thought there was more people behind her.
Yeah. So just playing safe.
That's not good, though, to burn out a flash like that. We didn't need to do it.
Yeah. Never a good idea to use your flash for no reason. However, there might have been an incoming threat that Anivia did not want to deal with. Just a red buff steal here for Najin Sword. Najin Sword passing off, stealing that red buff, and passing it off to Jax.
All right. You can see here, just more farming over here, taking out the Wraiths.
What Najin Sword is doing a great job of, they are putting the pressure on Najin Shield right now. Even though Najin Shield has a slight advantage early game, what Najin Sword is doing a great job of is they're pushing those towers, stealing buffs, making plays so that they can get the advantage. Najin Shield.
Yeah, they're everywhere, man. Yeah. They are taking care of this map.
Yeah. So Najin Shield with the goal advantage now. They have taken out 2 of Najin Shield's towers. Najin Shield not being able to take out any of Najin Sword's towers just yet. They're doing a great job of defending these turrets right now. That is where most of this gold advantage is coming from, actually. The kill score is even. I believe the dragon score is even as well. One dragon going to each of these teams.
It's just Sora doing a better job with the juggling and ganking.
Yeah, and the tower pushing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but this Shen taking a lot of damage.
Shen!
That red buff on Jax, way too strong. Not Shen just being demolished.
Sword is coming back hard now with a gold lead and a kill lead.
Yeah. Over 3K advantage, or 2K advantage, excuse me. Going for Najin Sword. They really want this mid lane tower. I think what Shield needs to do right now is not get caught anymore. They keep getting caught.
Yeah, they keep getting isolated.
Yeah.
One of them out in the open, and you know, there's three of Swords players there.
Yeah, but this is what I mean when Anivia, you can't push against an Anivia.
No, you can't.
Yeah, once Anivia throws down her Glacial Storm, and
the thing about Glacial Storm too is that you're going to get so many last hits on minions.
Yeah.
Raking in so much gold. She's just such a good character.
Only about 23 minutes into this game, Anivia and Orianna surpassing the 200 CS mark. Amazing, great CS coming out from both these teams. Shen, he did finish up that Sunfire cape. He does still have those 2 gold per 5s ticking off. Hopefully he can get some more items coming out. Jax on the other hand, finishing up that Trinity Force. And I believe he might be building towards a Guardian Angel. I'm not sure.
It could be.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what that cloth armor will be built into. It actually also could be a Randuin's.
This game was looking a lot like the last game, except the reverse. As far as you can see, there's sight words down here all over the place to make sure that Sword knows exactly when Shield is moving around and how to punish it.
Yeah.
Quite the role reversal here.
But this Jax is getting very scary right now. Same with this Ezreal. Same with this Orianna. All these members of Najin Sword getting to that very scary stage. Looks like 4 members of Najin Sword pushing onto this mid tower. However, Anivia is there just to push out those minion waves. Shen over here picking up that extra chain vest. He does want that armor against Jax. I mean, at least in my perspective, Najin Shield is in a pretty tough position right now.
Well, they're being outclassed considering how well Shield was playing early on. Sword is fighting back.
Yeah. Sword really wanting to stay in this
Shield's turret goes down.
And the third tier 1 tower. Oh, but actually the engage onto Lee Sin. Lee Sin, Shen also coming in. Shen getting the taunt onto Ezreal. Lee Sin very low. Lee Sin will go down to Lulu. Shen going down very low.
Oh my god.
Wow. Najin Sword, excellent play.
And as you can see now, the army of Shield is scattered over here. Looks like they may be regrouping here, and they may try to even push middle lane. Is that correct?
Yeah, actually, they might be going for the Baron.
The Baron, they absolutely could.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, Jax is very strong. Jax can do a lot of damage to this Baron. It looks like they are going for this Baron. Only 3 members of Najin Shield are up. Lee Sin coming up. They do not have any vision on this Baron right now, but they do know they are doing this.
So they're trying to come up here to potentially deny. Let's see if that actually works out. Will this hit?
Oh, but the nice Orianna ultimate coming down, preventing them to come in to contest this Baron. Najin Sword with the Baron pickup.
Really nicely done.
Yeah, Najin Sword in a commanding lead right now. Almost about a little over 5K gold advantage for Najin Sword. Great play. They really want to take this game too.
As you can see now, Lee Sin and Kog'Maw just going and hitting the dragon. They're trying to get some gold to get some kind of an advantage here. Playing a little bit of catch up. However, even with him getting that, that's still not enough gold to catch up to Najin Sword.
Yeah, but look at Jax, just so strong. really tanky. I believe he does have quite a bit of gold stacked up in his inventory.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to go for the red buff as well here.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, middle turret here being pushed hardcore by Najin Sword. And I don't know if there's going to be a way to defend this.
Yeah, they are just tanking this tower. Not even caring if there are minions there to tank those tower hits for them.
And note, as you can see here, all of Najin Sword's front towers here are at half health. They have not been destroyed. Meanwhile, there are no front towers here that are left for Shield.
Yeah. 4 towers on Najin Shield side going down. No towers for Najin Sword going down. Najin Sword, just a great showing.
All right, as you can see here, they're going to be pushing up here at this turret right now. I don't know if Sword is even going to turn around at this point in time. Anybody doing a great job denying those minions, as you can see, dashing through there now against Nivea's wall.
So Jax is actually quite low on mana. If they do decide to engage onto Najin Shield, they will have to watch out because Jax is low on mana. Nivea will be able to clear out the minion lanes really fast. Oh, but that should engage onto Nivea. Nivea gets taken straight down into egg form. Maokai getting ultimate by Lulu, really tanky. He is taking tower hits, so he does have to back out. Looks like Najin Sword will back out of this. They do not want to invest too much time and resources into this tower. They do not want to. They do not want to waste the Baron buff. But actually, it looks like they will just take out this turret.
They're going to bum rush this turret. As you can see, Sword was going back to try to item up and jungle up. They took it out.
Yeah, they just took out that tower. It was low enough for them to just take it. A lot of these, Sword looks like they will go back to item up. A lot of these members have a lot of gold stacked up. Jax with about 2.5 gold saved up in his inventory.
What is he going to buy with that?
I want to say Guardian Angel, because that would be, an ideal tanky bruiser type.
How much exactly is Guardian Angel?
I believe 2,600 gold.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so he should be able to pick that up with no problem. He actually might go for something else, though. I don't know. He might go for some more damage. He is really strong right now, so even though he does pick up the Guardian Angel, because Guardian Angel doesn't give you any attack damaging buffs, he won't have an increase in damage, but he will be more tanky.
Okay. Yeah. Looks like Maokai might be going up here for the buff. Meanwhile,
so
Shen and Nunu branching off now. Shen is just trying to get that lane and top left push. And as you can see here now, the blue buff is going to go to Maokai.
Oh, did Maokai pick it up? Oh, no.
Did he not? Excuse me.
I think he just passed it off.
That would make more sense.
Oh, wow.
Do better with it.
So Jax was going really hard onto Anivia. Anivia had to blow her flash. Jax still has gone back. Jax hasn't gone back to base for quite a long time now. I believe it's been I think he hasn't gone back in like 10 minutes.
Well, he's got the money now to go back. Let's see what he gets.
Yeah, he has like 3,000 gold in his inventory right now.
All right, as you can see, blue now going to be passed off over here.
Just some more buff deny. Actually, they did pass off that blue buff to Jax. He will be able to regen some of his mana back. And it looks, and Najin Sword pushing up on this last tier 2 tower.
If they do move up here, it's going to be a 5 versus 4 because Shen's all the way at the upper left.
Yeah, Shen does have his ultimate though, so he will be able to get into that team fight if it does break out.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, with that global ultimate, he is able to split push. Keep pressure on other lanes, but Jax going in. Whoa! Amazing ultimate from Orianna. Jax going and getting 4 members of Najin Shield with that Orianna ultimate. Just all of Najin Shield members going down immediately.
Oh my god, they've been aced.
Holy moly.
Damn, this is Sword bringing it back. Things got real.
And the surrender mode.
Insta surrender. Unbelievable stuff.
That last ultimate from Orianna of Najin Shield, locking him up, following it up with the Lulu ultimate, slowing all of them. Just
that was
insane
sick.
Combo.
And it happened so fast too.
Yeah.
They just took them out. Well, look, Sword's looking a lot better. But now we go to the blind pick. This is going to be interesting. I can't
anticipated,
wait.
Hopefully, amazing last game. It will be blind pick. Hopefully, we can see some unconventional plays.
Yeah.
Some unconventional team compositions.
This is a totally different animal to take on.
Yep.
We're going to take a quick little break. When we get back, we're going to have the final match between these two Najin teams, Sword and Shield. Stay tuned.